Hello, welcome to my channel WWE Pulse.
In professional wrestling, it can be incredibly difficult to determine which matches are good and which matches are bad. There are so many different styles of wrestling, so many different ways to book a match, and so many different variables that can affect the outcome. However, there is one thing that all wrestlers and wrestling fans have in common. They hate the dusty finish. The dusty finish is when the babyface appears to win the match, but then is disqualified or has the pinfall reversed due to some sort of outside interference or technicality. The worst part about this type of finish is that it keeps the championship on the heel, even though they didn't win the match clean. This leads to long-term resentment by the fans who feel like their favorite wrestler was robbed of a victory that they clearly earned. It also makes the champion look weak because they can't beat the babyface in a one-on-one setting. Instead, they have to resort to cheat tactics and outside help in order to retain their championship. Now, before we get into our list of the top 5 most controversial dusty finishers in wrestling history, I want to make it clear that this isn't a list of the top 5 dusty finishes. Those matches were actually really good. Instead, we're gonna look at the top 5 finishes that should have been wins for the faces, but were controversially given to the heels instead. Let's get into it. No. 5. John Cena v. CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. This match was the main event of Money in the Bank 2011.
And it was easily the best match of the night.
Both Cena and Punk gave it their all, and the crowd was completely invested in the outcome. At one point during the match, Punk went for his finisher, the GTS, but Cena countered it into an STF submission. After a short time, Punk tapped out, giving Cena the victory and the WWE Championship. But wait, what happened next shocked everyone. After the match, it was revealed that there was a screw job involved. The referee's hand was on the rope when he counted the tap out. So, technically, Punk never topped out. And since the match wasn't over, Punk was still the WWE Champion. Although this finish was controversial, it did lead to one of the greatest moments in WWE history, the pipe bomb promo. So maybe it was all worth it. Number 4, Bret Hart via Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12. This match was one of the best matches of the 90s, and it is often cited as one of the biggest reasons why WrestleMania 12 is considered to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time. The match was very technical and back and forth, and it came down to the final seconds. In the end, Shawn Michaels hit a super kick on Bret Hart and went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Michaels had won the WWE Championship. Or wait, no, it wasn't over yet. As Michaels was celebrating, Bret kicked out at 2. Then the bell rang because the match had gone the allotted time. The match was ruled a double count out, meaning that both men could claim the victory. But because the WWE Championship can't be decided by a double count out, the match stayed a draw and Shawn Michaels retained the title. While this may not seem like a dusty finish, it really is. If we go by the technicalities, Bret Hart clearly won the match. But because of outside interference, the title remained on Michaels' nose. 3. Eddie Guerrero vs. Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004. This match is an old disqualification, falls count anywhere match for the WWE Championship, and it was a wild brawl from start to finish. At one point, Brock Lesnar's manager, Paul Heyman, got involved and hit Eddie with a steel chair. But Eddie was able to kick out of the ensuing pin attempt. Soon after, Eddie hit Brock with a low blow and then pinned him with a roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Guerrero was the new WWE champion. But just when it looked like Eddie had turned the tables, Paul Heyman got involved again. He grabbed the referee's shirt and threw it into the ring. As Eddie was arguing with Heyman, Brock Lesnar recovered and hit Eddie with an F5. Heyman threw the referee's jacket into the ring, climbed onto the announce table and pretended to be the referee. He started counting. 1, 2, 3. And despite the fact that the real referee was still down, Brock Lesnar was awarded the victory in the WWE Championship. No, to Daniel Bryan via Kane at Over the Limit 2012. This match was for the WWE Championship, and it was a Hell in a Cell match. These two brawled all over the ringside area, and they fought with a lot of weapons, including the steel steps, the announcer's table, and even the cell itself. At one point, Kane chokeslammed Daniel Bryan onto the concrete floor, but Bryan was able to kick out before the 3 count. Several minutes later, Bryan hit a running knee on Kane and then went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Daniel Bryan was the new WWE champion, but just as Bryan was celebrating, Big Show came out of nowhere and chokeslammed him through the cell. Now, if you've ever been hit with a chokeslam, you know that it is an extremely powerful move. And when it hits your head on something hard like the concrete floor, it can knock you out for a while. Even though Bryan was clearly knocked out, the referee started counting anyway. 1, 2, 3. And even though Bryan didn't technically tap out, the referee called for the bell and awarded the match to Kane. No one, Hulk Hogan vs. The Rock at WrestleMania 18. This match was billed as the once-in-a-lifetime matchup between two of the biggest stars in WWE history. The energy in the crowd was electric, and the match itself did not disappoint. The Rock and Hulk Hogan went back and forth, trading signature moves and near falls. And in the end, it all came down to one final showdown. Rock went for the people's elbow, but Hogan was able to avoid it and hit the big leg drop. He went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Hulk Hogan had defeated The Rock. But wait, what happened next shocked everyone. As Hogan was celebrating, the lights went out and the NWO came down to the ring. They attacked Hogan and the referee. Then Scott Hall hit the ring and pinned Hogan with the NWO's finishing move, the big boot. And wait, no, the ref never saw it. And even though it may not seem like it, The Rock didn't tap out either. Therefore, by technicalities, Hulk Hogan should have won the match. But because of outside interference, the match was ruled a double disqualification. And to this day, it is still listed as a no contest on WWE.com. There you have it, folks. Those are 5 of the most controversial endings in wrestling history. Do you agree with my choices? Did I leave any questionable finishes out? Sound off in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.